Hi guys. So what we're doing right now is I want to talk to you about getting started with GUI4sher. And the first thing we want to do is download. So what we're going to go to is the GUI4sher page. Right now it's on my machine, but eventually it'll be on the web, and it'll also be accessible through your textbook. And what you're going to do is click on download GUI4sher. Now you've got to be careful where it puts it. On many machines there'll be a download folder where it puts it. On some machines, especially Chromebooks, it might end up in the special Linux folder where it ends up, because we're going to be clicking on that whenever we start a new project. So I'll click on this, and it's not where I want it to go. So I'll put it, for example, in downloads, and or in documents, or wherever I want it to end up. And there it goes. It's been, now I can look at the GUI4sher folder, the download folder I mean, and here it is. And this is, so when I want to start a new project, I'm going to double click on that. Now, some of you, when you click on the thing, will go into idle. And if it goes into idle, okay, some of you will go right away, and this is what it is. It goes right into that. Now, some of you might end up in idle. So if you look, let me just go back to downloads and show you that. So some of you will end up with this kind of screen. Now, do not try to read the code. For one thing, it's way too complicated for beginning students. For the other thing, I made this with black magic, and it might be bad for your soul to read this. So, do not try to read this code. Just run it, and if you run it, you'll get the same effect. It'll start by asking what file to put your project in. Okay, now I got two of them running. Let's get rid of that one and go back to here. Now, you see it says select or enter the project file, so it's asking you what file, and you want to give it a nice file name that you could remember in a place you could want it. So, if I want to, like, I could create a folder called demo, in this case, and put it in the demo folder. And in the demo folder, I'll call this, for example, starting. And now the project name is starting, and it ended up in downloads demo starting.py. And that's how you get started. Up here is where the graphics will happen, the cool stuff. And we'll talk more about how that happens, but there you see. So you'll be able to put all sorts of cute little pictures, and eventually also stuff we can click on. And down here is where you actually can do things. You can execute any one line of Python right down here. And there it printed 3 plus 5 to give you 8. So you can execute, including commands to do graphics, as you saw up there. And that is enough for now. So this is how you get started with GUI4sher. So, and I will